If you're planning on traveling internationally, you need a passport. That includes boarding an international flight, crossing an international border, or leaving or re-entering the United States. Passports typically are valid for 10 years, but once that 10-year period is up, you're going to need to renew your passport and get a new one. There's a whole process you need to follow to get that. We'll go over that in a little bit, but you need to be aware that that takes time. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks for a passport to get processed by the State Department currently. Sometimes it takes even longer, depending on if there are international incidents or international events, or just for whatever reason, the demand is high for international travel, and a lot of people are applying at once. Now, you can pay an extra fee of about $60, and that allows you to bump up that processing to about 2 to 3 weeks from now. And for a lot of people, that'll be enough. But what if you have an urgent trip, something within the next 2 weeks that either you just found out about, or you simply didn't realize your passport was expired when you booked it? Well, I'm Sheldon with USPassportServiceGuide.com, and today we're going to go over some ways you can expedite your passport renewal when you have urgent travel needs. The first step in the process is to make sure you're even eligible to renew your passport in the first place. You're going to want to start by making sure your passport is undamaged. That means no missing pages, no tears, no spills. It needs to be in fairly decent condition. Otherwise, your application is going to get rejected and you're going to have to apply for an entirely new passport. And that's a whole nother process for another video. The other thing that you need to check is that your passport was issued within the past 15 years. So that means even if your passport has been expired for 4 years, you can still use it to apply for a passport renewal. If it's older than 15 years, forget it. You have to apply for a brand new passport. There's nothing they can do about it. The other thing you need to consider is whether or not your name has changed since you were issued your last passport. Now, if you have legal name change documentation, a marriage certificate, something along those lines, that can be included with your renewal application and you're okay. But if your name has changed and you don't have any legal documentation to back it up that the State Department will accept, you're going to have to apply for a new passport. The next step in the process is to make sure that you gather the correct documents. You're going to need Form DS-82, which is available online and on our website, USPassportServiceGuide.com, where you can fill it out and print it out and have that ready to go. You're going to need to make sure you don't make any mistakes because any mistake is going to delay your processing time. The other thing you need is a valid passport photo. If you check our website, we also have some tools and some suggestions for how you can get the perfect passport photo without breaking the bank. And finally, the last choice you have to make, and why you're here, is to choose what option for processing makes sense for you and your travel timeline. You can have routine processing, which is again 4 to 6 weeks, expedited processing, which is currently 2 to 3 weeks and requires an additional fee, or you can get urgent processing if you have documentation that shows that you have an urgent travel need within the next 2 weeks. So there are 2 ways you can get urgent passport application processing. The first is to visit what is known as a regional passport agency. There are 27 of them currently, 26 of them in the United States. One of them is in Puerto Rico. Most of these are located near the coasts and some near the southern border. So if you live in the center of the country or far from some of the major metropolitan areas, you may find that these agencies are actually pretty far from where you live. It doesn't matter. These are the only options available to you if you need to get a passport faster than the current expedited processing speed, which as of recording of this video is 2 to 3 weeks. The other option you have is hiring what's known as a passport expediting service or a passport courier. What they do is they will make and attend an appointment at the regional passport agency on your behalf. You send them all the materials, your completed application, your expired passport that you're trying to have renewed, and the legal documentation that proves your identity. What they do is they take that package of information, make an appointment at a regional agency that has availability, and they attend on your behalf. They retrieve your new renewed passport and they get it back to you. This can be done through overnight mail. This can be done by hand. In fact, we have readers who have reached out to us and shared stories of passport expediting services that have actually met them at the airport to get them a renewed passport so that they can catch a flight. Now, this may be the exception and not the rule, and definitely a service you would have to pay for. But at the end of the day, if this is what's standing between you and making your international trip happen or having to cancel all your plans, I think most of us would agree it's better to be able to get where we need to get and make sure we have the travel documentation to do so. So ultimately, how do you choose which option is better for you? Should you make an appointment at a regional agency on your own, or should you actually hire somebody else to do it for you? Now, a lot of people, including the State Department, like to point out the fact that hiring a passport expediting service is just an additional cost you don't need, and it actually makes the entire process way more expensive and way more risky. The reality is that's not quite true. When you add up all the expenses related to having to attend a regional passport agency appointment, the fact that you're going to have to take some time off from work, you're going to have to travel, and depending on where you live, this could be quite a distance, by car, by plane, by train. You're going to need meals, you're going to need beverages, you may even need some place to stay depending on how far you have to travel and how long you have to wait for your application to be processed. Because that's the other thing. While it's possible to get a passport renewed within 24 hours at a regional agency, there's no guarantee. You may end up waiting several days before your new passport is ready to be issued. So there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of additional costs that come along with making that regional appointment. However, if you hire a passport expediting service to do this for you, yes, you're going to pay a fee, and that fee gets larger depending on how fast you need your passport processed. However, a lot of these expediting services have offices located near multiple regional agencies, so they can get an appointment at an agency that has quicker availability than one that may be close enough for you to travel with on your own. The other thing to consider is, when you add up all the expenses of what it takes to go to a regional agency and attend that appointment, a lot of times it's the same or more than what these expediting services charge. So it's up to you. You're going to have to do some research and figure out which option is best. Over the past 20 years at US Passport Service Guide, we have been reviewing and maintaining a database of the passport expediting services that have helped customers nationwide get passports quickly, effectively, and efficiently. To make these determinations, we consider a lot of different factors. One of them is their Better Business Bureau ranking. Another is their overall customer review profiles across the internet. And most importantly, through conversations with our actual readers who have used these services and can provide testimonials to the ones that work really well and the ones that disappointed. It's based on all that experience and years of focusing on how to help people get passports quickly that we have been able to provide this information to you, our viewers, and to our readers. So be sure to click the link in the description, check out some of our top recommendations if this is a service you think might help you in your current situation, trying to get a passport as quickly as possible. So now that you know the difference between the two urgent passport expediting options, which one are you going with? Let us know in the comments, and if you do choose an expediting service, please give us some feedback so we can use that information to help other travelers in the future get who they need help from and get where they're going. If this video has been helpful to you, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share it with anybody you think might benefit. And until next time, safe travels. We'll see you in the next video.